No, but welcome back. You left for a day, and you just performed on the Kids-a-Palooza stage here at Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
How was that? How'd that go?
It was great. I had a blast. And kids are the most challenging audience I've ever encountered, period.
And why is that?
Because if you don't somehow, with what you're doing, immediately grab their attention, not on purpose, but just through what you're attempting to do, they've got a lot of other things on their mind.
So what do you do to grab their attention?
Well, I just did what I did, and it worked. It was sort of luck of the draw this time.
Tell us what you played.
I played Steal My Kisses, With My Own Two Hands, and Waiting on an Angel.
Ah, well, that's nice. And that's a nice stage over there, too. It's in the shade.
That helped a lot.
It's quite steamy.
Yeah, you don't want a bunch of sweaty kids that are miserable, do you? So that's strategically positioned well.
Sweaty, cranky kids, yeah.
Not the combination we're looking for.
Yeah, I'm sure you had a lot of fun on that stage. Well, you definitely take advantage of a festival opportunity. You like to take part in the collaborative spirit of a festival. Let's take Bonnaroo, for example. You were everywhere.
Yeah, but not in the name of trying to be. But there are certain requests that you just don't want to turn down.
Right, it's not like you're doing it because you have an ego and you need to do that. But there's
I'm not
just
trying to be Mr. Sit-In. That's not my thing. But I ended up being in some places for sure.
Yeah, well, I think people like to collaborate with you. They like to play with you.
Then there it is.
Now we should talk at Bonnaroo. Talk about what happened at Bonnaroo when you played the Super Jam with John Paul Jones of Led Zeppelin. And I was standing on the side of the stage for that performance, and it was amazing.
Thanks.
Was that a lot of fun for you?
Thanks. It was a high point. It was a musical high point of my life.
Yeah. John Paul Jones, bass player from Led Zeppelin. So what you did is you played a lot of Zeppelin songs that were heavy on the bass, Dazed and Confused,
Yeah.
How Many More Times.
Yeah. And at first it was just going to be sort of an open-ended jam. And he and I were communicating by phone, and at one point I said, you know what? What would really set it off is if we leaned into some Zepp. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much what people are, as much as they'd like to hear us, cut loose as well. If we could sort of pull off some Zepp songs.
And if you're playing Zepp songs with one of the members of Led Zeppelin, how many people at a festival in this day and age, it's been since 1979, they haven't played together? I mean, that's really a cool opportunity.
Yeah, and when he said he was more than willing. He's the most accommodating person. Forget musician. He's just so humble, so accommodating, and Mr. Jones is just one of the most eloquent, elegant. He's true rock and roll royalty in its truest definition.
Well, he also was around Bonnaroo Festival a lot that weekend. I saw him. This was pretty fun. I was, again, on the side of the stage watching the White Stripes, and I looked, and John Paul Jones was standing right next to me playing air guitar during their set.
That's as cool as jamming with him, really.
So we told Jack White that he was playing air guitar to his songs, and he was pretty blown away by that.
That's a claim to fame in itself.
Yeah. So you played here Friday night, and Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam came out and did a song with you.
Yeah, we did a Bob Dylan song.
Yeah, you did Masters of War.
Yeah.
Now, you performed Masters of War in a duet situation live before. You did it recently with Tom Morello.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So what is it about that song that lends itself to that sort of duet situation?
Well, that song sums up that statement better than anyone ever has or will again. And I actually first heard, of course, knowing Bob's version, but then I was reintroduced to it, seeing Pearl Jam cover it on David Letterman about a year ago. And it redefined the song for me, and so deeply that I brought it to my band and said, let's take this and run with it. So then the band was ready for Ed when he came up on stage.
Yeah. Also recently, you covered a John Lennon song for the Amnesty International Crisis.
Beautiful Boy.
For, yeah, Beautiful Boy. That's such a nice song. It's such a personal John Lennon song.
Yeah.
Did you choose that? Were you allowed to choose those songs, or were they assigned?
I did. I was able to. They let everybody pretty much choose, and I jumped at that one.
Wow. Did it have special meaning for you?
It does, because I got a couple beautiful boys.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very much heartfelt.
Now, last year you toured pretty tirelessly, but when you finished touring, you didn't take time off. You didn't go to the beach. You went right into the studio.
Yeah. We loaded straight in off of a 2-month Europe tour after 10 straight months of touring to make a record.
And that record is called Lifeline.
Yeah.
So why did you go right into the studio?
The band was playing too good. They were just playing with such energy and spontaneity like no other musical environment I've ever been in, and I wanted to capture that.
Yeah, and it gave you an opportunity to also do a record with your touring band.
Yeah, that was the first as well, and it's a complete co-write, co-collaboration, and that's not easy with 6 guys.
Right.
So it definitely defined this band in a way that I had been hoping it would define itself in a long time, and I think it also presents this band on the world stage in a way that has been a long time coming.
You recorded the album in Paris. How was the experience of recording a record there? Was that something you've wanted to do for a long time?
Yeah, all my records have been made on the west coast of California, of LA, of the United States. And so I had been wanting to get out of the States to make a record for a long time, and Paris is one of the most creatively charged places I've ever been. So it felt like the right thing at the right time, the right place.
The record's coming out on the 28th of August.
Yeah.
And a week after that, you're coming right back here to Chicago to play again. You're playing at the Chicago Theater.
Yeah, we just announced that today, I think.
Have you played the Chicago Theater before?
Never played it.
It's really a beautiful theater. It's a historic theater in downtown Chicago.
And it's in good shape? They've kept it up?
Well, yeah, they did a major renovation job on it about 15 years ago.
Okay.
This is a theater, was a movie theater. It's huge, like 4,000 or 5,000 people, I believe. But it's also a theater that had stage shows back in the 40s. So, say, when Frank Sinatra, when he was a crooner, would come to Chicago, he'd play there.
Come on. That would have been off the hook.
Yeah. So there's a lot of history in that theater, and it's going to be a really cool place to see you play.
Can't wait to get there.
Yeah. Now, I know with all your touring, are you able to keep up on the Dodgers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just there 2 nights.
Yeah.
I was hoping to see some history, but at least it was history in the making.
Yeah. He did it last night. Buried it.
Did he break it?
He tied it.
He tied it.
He tied it.
Right.
ESPN covers it with like every pitch. Every pitch of his at bats, they just break in. So he did hit that home run last night. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So and the Cubs are a game out of first. I'm thinking maybe the Cubs and Dodgers.
It's going to get interesting. Right.
Well, you've got a busy day today. Are you doing anything else here?
Yeah, I think I'm running around a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is our first stop. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot for coming back. Definitely
thanks
for coming here to talk to us. Good luck on the new record. We're really looking forward to it. We've got one song so far that we're playing.
Thank you for all the years, too, mainly.
Oh.
I have so many friends here in Chicago that call me up regularly saying, oh, I just heard Burn to Shine or just heard something on the radio, so thank you.
You are so welcome. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Ben Harper, live backstage here at Lollapalooza on 93 XRT.